I don't think I think there were, I thought there was good guys and bad guys. But now I just think they're all little fucking shits. Is that political? Is that some really nuanced insight into the workings of society? Greedy little fucking posh twats. Good, that's why I don't get political.
Starmer lacks a single clear idea, and it's truly astonishing. While Trump has been gearing up for this event for weeks, he is set to sign a flurry of executive orders today. By the end of the day, he could sign as many as 100 executive orders, whereas Biden managed only 70 on his first day, which, at the time, felt like a significant accomplishment. Trump has clearly been preparing for this moment for a long time, and his confidence resonates in every word he speaks. Gervais pointed out with irony that politicians seem to be selected from a pool of individuals who wouldn't be able to find work anywhere else. This isn't merely a joke. It's a heartfelt expression of the frustration felt by millions who are fed up with the incompetence of those in power.
But I just want to say, you're a younger, far more beautiful audience that I just spoke to. And I wanted to keep it off the record. I want to keep that off the record because I don't want to have all those big shots up there. I don't want to think you're more powerful than them, you look better than them, and I love you.
This isn't the first instance of Trump demonstrating his toughness toward those he views as adversaries or obstacles. Even during his election campaign, he vehemently accused the British Labour Party of meddling in American politics, asserting that their actions were detrimental to both nations. In the first 24 hours after regaining power, his actions turned into a true spectacle. He wasn't merely celebrating, he was working with remarkable energy by signing executive orders and addressing his key issues related to border security. Trump adeptly captured everyone's attention.
I thought I'd update you as to what you can get as an asylum seeker here in the UK. So the minute you get your sticky little feet onto the UK soil as an illegal immigrant, this is what you can get. Now, if you don't trust my sources, this is from gov.uk and it's asylum support. And the first line is what you'll get. Here's a rundown. What you'll get, you can ask for somewhere to live, a cash allowance, or both as an asylum seeker / illegal immigrant. Housing, you'll be given somewhere to live if you need it. This could be a flat, a house, a hostel, or bed and breakfast. I do hope they give illegals breakfast in bed. After all, they've earned it, what with coming across the channel on a lilo.
The media struggled to keep pace with his swift actions, much to the delight of his supporters. In stark contrast, Keir Starmer's silence only serves to underscore his weakness. The lack of response from the Labour Party wasn't merely a mischance, it was a lost opportunity to confront Trump and highlight their own stance. This silence has only widened the divide. Immigration has always been a contentious issue, but under Keir Starmer, it has become a focal point for intense criticism. While Donald Trump is fortifying America's borders and boasting about his achievements, Starmer is grappling with increasing dissatisfaction as many view his inaction as unacceptable. Critics argue that he is allowing more migrants in by offering them generous benefits, a policy that has sparked division even among his own supporters.
We've got our rules. Unless you're the Prime Minister. Political satire. Right? I don't get political. I feel like it though. I'm getting angrier and holding it all in more and more. Even live, I don't really get political. I think I've been naive. I've hit that age where I go, well, they're all fucking lying, shitty little fucking corrupt twats. They was just lying in their own part, and I just think, I didn't really...
Reading headlines filled with scandals and broken promises is an excruciating experience. Take Donald Trump, for instance. Whether you love him or hate him, he is undeniably a showman who thrives on the spotlight and relishes the attention. When he speaks about securing the borders and his plans to make America great again, it's more than just rhetoric, it's a bold and unequivocal declaration that ignites conversation and debate. Think of Trump. Regardless of your beliefs, his words are crafted to capture attention and provoke passionate discussions. In contrast, Keir Starmer appears mired in endless explanations, struggling to articulate why things are so complicated. His approach lacks inspiration, and in this light, he comes across as someone who cannot connect with the hearts of voters.
Voting Keir Starmer, the UK Premier.
Yes, he's coming tonight.
What do you think of him? Some of his colleagues in government are quite critical of you.
Well, I'm going to see him in about an hour, so I have to be nice, right? But I actually think he's very nice. I think he ran a great race. He did very well. It's very early, but he's popular, and I'll be seeing him, and I'll send you regards. Who are you with?
GB News in the UK.
Okay, good.
But would you rather Nigel Farage would have had a bigger role?
Well, I think Nigel is great. I mean, I've known him for a long time. He had a great election, too. He picked up a lot of seats, more seats than he was allowed to have, actually. They acknowledge that he won, but for some reason you have a very strange system over there. You might win him, but...
Leadership goes beyond mere politics. It is the art of tackling complex problems, and for Keir Starmer, this has proven to be a significant challenge. When questioned about his Chancellor Rachel Reeves and her approach to economic issues, Starmer appeared to prefer ignoring the problems rather than confronting them directly. This stance has not gone unnoticed, with critics vehemently arguing that it paints a picture of a leader unwilling to take responsibility for the country's future. Meanwhile, the economy remains in turmoil. Soaring inflation, increasing government debt, and market uncertainty are piling on the pressure. Reeves, who is responsible for navigating this complicated landscape, faces an overwhelming task. However, when Starmer fails to step in and clarify his government's plans, it fosters a sense of complete disarray. The media, always eager for sensational stories, sees the opportunity to highlight this, resulting in headlines that are far from flattering. In contrast, look at Donald Trump. In just 24 hours, he signed multiple executive orders and established the tone for his administration, regardless of public opinion. His ability to dominate the conversation and his confidence in his actions evoke both admiration and apprehension, sharply contrasting with Starmer's more subdued and cautious approach. While one leader strides forward with certainty, the other appears to be lost in contemplation.
I've been asked to go and speak. I've no idea who's attending. What I am told is that Lord Mandelson has not been invited to the inauguration, and that bodes very badly. And I'm really worried, actually, that the relationship between the incoming Trump administration and the British government, it just feels to me like we're going to get off to a very bad start.
We are currently in a situation where Keir Starmer claims that the only way to stop illegal crossings of the English Channel is to combat gangs. He argues that Britain must take responsibility to tackle these gangs. However, his stance appears confusing and unconvincing. He attempts to strike a balance between compassion and control, but ultimately fails to satisfy either. The Rwandan migration plan, passed down from previous administrations, remains mired in endless legal disputes, while net migration continues to rise. For a leader who promises change, this cannot be seen as progress. In contrast, Trump's actions come across as decisive and confident. Regardless of whether you agree with his policies, he follows through on his promises and is unafraid to take responsibility. Starmer, on the other hand, is increasingly perceived as indecisive and disconnected from reality. As public focus shifts from immigration to domestic issues, the pressing question arises: can Starmer demonstrate the leadership needed to tackle the growing list of urgent problems? Time is running out and society is eagerly awaiting action. What are your thoughts on this video? Share your opinions in the comments and see you soon.